And a very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to News at Noon. My name is Cody, and I'll be your host of these New at Noon session every Monday through Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time, right here on Zoom or Facebook Live. Although our conference may have been canceled due to the global COVID-19 pandemic, our commitment to education and training has not and will not stop. Every Monday through Thursday, USITT will bring you at least 2 educational sessions, New at Noon and Forum at 4. These New at Noon sessions will be similar to our new product showcase that happens annually at our conference, except this time companies, instead of taking the main stage, will be taking the virtual stage to share new products, product updates, and new emerging technologies with you here on our virtual platform. The series will also feature exhibitors who are supposed to be new to USITT this year, who you'll have a chance to meet again next year when we reconvene in Columbus. The Forum at 4 series will take a selection of sessions that were to be presented this year in Houston this past weekend, and turn them into our new virtual environment as well. These webinars will be brought to you by various USITT commissions, panelists, presenters, and exhibitors as well. Be sure to tune in live each and every day for a unique chance to connect with industry experts and leaders to get all of your questions answered in this new virtual live environment. You can find information on all these sessions and our weekly schedule on our website at www.usitt.org. We post the schedule for the next week every Thursday, so be sure to check every Thursday and go ahead and register for those sessions or seminars, classes that are interesting to you. Now, throughout this Q&A today, throughout the session today, if you have any questions, feel free to use the Q&A feature down there at the bottom of your screen. You can just simply click on that, ask your question, and we'll be sure to address those either throughout the presentation or we'll have a Q&A session here at the end as well. Today's New at Noon session features Little Giant Ladder Systems and their customer service manager, Christy Dunkley. Christy, are you there? Can you join us now? And before we get started, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and Little Giant Ladder Systems? Christy?
Well, hi, Cody. It's Christy with Little Giant Ladder Systems, and we're excited to be part of this New at Noon session. Little Giant Ladder Systems Why is about preventing injuries and saving lives. Every day, nearly 2,000 people are injured from a ladder accident. 200 of them suffer a long-term disability, and 1 person a day will die from a ladder accident. That's why Little Giant is about preventing injuries and saving lives. So you'll see that in our design and our innovation. Today, we're going to show you our 6-foot industrial King Kombo ladder, and we have made a video for you to check out. So check it out. Hi, I'm Christy with Little Giant Ladders.
And I'm Todd.
And I'm Lyndon.
We are excited for today's live broadcast and to show you how amazing this King Kombo truly is. The King Kombo is a Hi-Viz green, as it is the color most commonly picked up by the human eye. The material is a non-conductive fiberglass, and even though it is light in weight, it is so strong that it has a 375-pound rating.
You know, that weight rating is incredible. You know, Christy and Todd, when you get guys my size on a ladder carrying tools, I love this King Kombo because it'll actually hold my weight.
Barely. I love the Hi-Viz green because I've been on construction sites and come around the corner and nearly tripped over the ladder before. You can see this ladder, it lights up.
Well, wait till you see this. Have you guys ever known how when you're trying to work up against a wall with regular step ladders, you have to lean way out here due to the width from the front to back of regular ladders to reach your work? And the other issue is the width on the back side of the standard step ladders. The legs are not narrow like this one, so it doesn't fit between a 16-inch centered stud. So your stud wall is clear over here, and you have to lean over to put yourself in dangerous positions to get to your work. Does that make sense?
It sure does. In fact, I can't tell you how many times I've had lower back issues from trying to reach and push and on a drill. This is going to save my back.
And if you notice, you don't have, this one doesn't have spreader bars that prevents you from getting up to the top of your work or over the bracing on the stud wall. You can see why people love this ladder.
And you know, the thing, Todd, that you're going to love so you don't twist that back is this wall pad allows you to get right up against that wall and be able to get up that ladder and face your work. But Christy, I understand this pad does even more.
That's right. You can actually rotate this wall pad, and as I do, you can see these trays where you can fit your wire nuts, your screws, and your other goodies so that you have everything you need while you're doing your work. But look at this great design. You can actually lock on to a 2x4 stud, whether it be metal or wood.
That's awesome. You have no idea how frustrated it is on a job site when you don't have anything to lean against. Nice to be able to lock onto that stud so you can actually put some pressure on the equipment and the tools.
That's right. And so, Christy, I notice that this wall pad has two triangular pieces. What's that all about?
So you're going to love this. Assuming that this was a wall, you can actually lock on to the inside or the outside of the corner, locking it securely in place and not scratching or marring. So now I can climb up the ladder without it sliding from side to side, and I am securely locked into place.
We do crazy and unsafe things out on the job just to get the project done. So it's nice to be able to get that locked on the corner so that I can push again one way or the other.
Well, you guys are going to really love this then. Have you ever stepped up on a step ladder and been on the third or second rung, and when you go to get down, you feel like you're on that bottom step and you miss it? Well, listen to this. You can hear and feel when you have reached that bottom step so that you now know when the next step is the floor.
You know, that happens more than you can imagine. As we travel with our distributors out and do the OSHA ladder certified safety trainings, I always pose the question, by raise of hand, how many of you in this class have had that very experience? And you know what? 100% of the hands go up. But you see, even NIOSH, the National Institute of Occupational and Safety and Health, says that between 25 to 30% of all ladder accidents occur because of that very issue. But the King Kombo solved that problem.
Wait, what? You just said 1 in every 3 or 4 accidents or incidents on a ladder happened because they missed the bottom step?
That's right.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've missed it more than once, probably a dozen times, and I never reported it. So this is a great thing to know that you're on that last step. And I'm sure Joe down the street never told about the time he came off the house when he was doing the Christmas lights either.
You know, that's right. And that's why I think everyone's beginning to see why this truly is the king of Kombo ladders. But the best is yet to come, isn't it, Christy?
That's right. Have you ever went to lift your ladder off the top of your van, carried it clear to the back of the warehouse, and all the way down just to find out that you needed a higher ladder?
That happens more than you can imagine.
Not anymore, because now I can release the hinges, and instead of claiming we have a combination ladder, we truly do have a combination ladder. Now you can reach those areas without chasing all the way back out to your van and making extra trips back and forth. So you're right, it really is the king of all ladders.
Wow, and you know what I love about this ladder too is that V rung up at the top, because I can still lock onto 2x4 studs. I can actually lock onto the corners, which is a problem when I'm up changing lights on buildings and so on. But I love the broad, wide steps, because when I'm on an extension ladder, I'm on little bitty rungs that my arches start screaming and talking to me actually. But now I'm on these nice, wide, flat steps, and it feels like I'm standing on the floor.
I love the non-marring pads at the top. They're not going to scratch up the walls. You can't imagine what people do. Put socks on the top, wrap it with duct tape just to protect those surfaces. And then they end up going back and painting afterwards and wasting all their profits on repairs.
So Christy and Todd, I want to make sure I have this right. So you're telling me that this King Kombo ladder will store and transport just like any 6-foot ladder, to be able to put it between my 16-inch center stud walls, get up over bracing. I can also lock right on to the wall, be leaning against the wall and face my work. I can lock onto studs, so when I drill my holes and pull my lines, the ladder doesn't tip. I can get the job done quicker, faster, and easier. And I can lock onto inside corners and outside corners. And I have this awesome little set of tool trays here. And in a matter of seconds, I can actually be up in an extension ladder position, reaching my work, getting onto corners, locking onto studs, not scratching and marring my surfaces. And yet I can do all of that in this amazing, tremendous, compact space.
That is exactly right.
And it's totally a bargain too, because if you think about what you spend in ladders over the years, especially myself, $159 for a step ladder that's about a 300-pound rating, where this is a 375-pound rating. And then I had to spend money for that 10-foot extension ladder too. That was another $100. Or in those two ladders alone, $250. And you don't have all the same abilities that we have here, none of the accessories, of course. And then you got to carry around a stack of ladders to get your project done. It's nice to have one ladder that does all those different things. And this retails for about $250. You can find it for about $179 to $199. It's really truly a bargain in ladders.
That's right. It truly is the king of all King Kombos. We appreciate your time and look forward to working with you.
If you have any questions or you want to place an order, call us at 888-320-2488.
That's 888-320-2488.
Again, 888-320-2488. Thank you for your time.
So you can see why this ladder truly is the king of all ladders. It can be used in a step ladder configuration. It can be used in the leaning configuration. And it also can be used in the extension configuration. And it's light in weight and easy to use. Like I said, non-conductive fiberglass. And it's got this awesome rotating wall pad that, as you can see, you can fit those goodies in, those nuts, wires, and bolts. And it locks onto that 2x4 inside, outside corner. What a great ladder. And we wanted to tell you a little bit more about Little Giant and where we got started. And we thought, who would be better than to have Richard Karn from Home Improvement and Robin Hartle from Home Time. So check it out.
You may think of Little Giant as just an infomercial ladder, but they're way more than that. Little Giant Ladders has been based right here. Well, not right here. Down the street was their original building. But this is pretty cool. This is pretty neat.
This is awesome.
Yeah, but they've been based here since 1972.
Well, let's show you around a little bit.
Yeah, did you see my office?
You have an office?
I have a big office. Wow. Little Giant headquarters is home to over 250 employees. I mean, some of them have been here 10, 20, even 30 years. That's how great this place is.
Yeah, it's a really long time. Accounting, sales, quality assurance, and even engineering is all done here in-house.
This is all engineering. You can tell because there's, don't look.
But you can see these.
Yeah, I mean, look around you. I mean, you got everything here. Extension ladders, you got step ladders, extending step ladders, articulating ladders. I mean, look over here. You even got black ops ladders. I mean, I think the SEAL Team 6 used these ones.
Yeah, I think so. In fact, they still have a state-of-the-art manufacturing plant right here in Utah, and it's the only ladder manufacturing plant that's still running in the United States today.
Okay. And
we're off.
We got Hal's old golf cart. I don't know how fast things he's gonna go. Okay, it's not that fast. Look out! Ah! Here we are.
We're safe.
Look, we're back where we started.
We're back where we started. So in the end, why do any of us ever get up on a step ladder? I think the answer is pretty simple. We want to get stuff done.
Yeah. Our friends at Little Giant understand this. And they also believe that you, the people who get stuff done, are the backbone of our society. You make your part of the world a better, more beautiful place by getting stuff done every day. Little Giant wants to help you do that quicker and safer than ever before.
So you see, while the infomercial ladder is an amazing part of the company, there's a lot more to Little Giant than meets the eye.
Yeah, I mean, we just showed you all that. But don't take our word for it. Check it out.
So I just wanted to highlight a few of our other products. The first product I want to highlight is our 8 to 14 foot adjustable cage. As you can see, this ladder's on wheels, so it's easy to maneuver. This wheel lift, you can engage it or disengage it. I also want to bring your attention to the outriggers. The outriggers can deploy easily, and it'll take out that side tip stability and take out that flex when you're up top. The 18, 14 foot ladder can be adjusted in 1 foot increments all the way up to 14 feet. So it puts you at about a 20-foot working level. As you can see, it's enclosed by a cage so that you don't have to comply to the tie-off rule. So that helps when you're up there and you feel a little safer. As you can see, it's got a rope brake so it doesn't come crashing down on you, so it's easy to adjust. You can adjust each side so you can get in adjust for the stairs or that sound stage or your sit stage area in your auditorium. You can adjust either side. So it will adjust for you. It also is great because it can roll through those stage seating that you have in your auditorium and your theaters. So it's easy to maneuver around. So that is the adjustable cage. The next ladder I wanted to show you is our Sumo Stance Hyperlight ladder. Our Hyperlight ladder is a Hi-Viz green, and it can be purchased in a 16 foot all the way up to 40 feet. It is 40% lighter than any of the other comparable ladders. It has got a side mount pulley that's easy to bring up the fly section and bring it back down. It also has outriggers that you can adjust in small increments to adjust for that unlevel ground. You can get this in a 300-pound or a 375-pound rated ladder. You can also get it with the accessory of the claw up top. And so the claw will adjust onto that bar or your black boxes or your sound stages so that you can attach it to that, fasten that to it, and it doesn't slip and slide. Again, it's great for uneven ground. You've got your sure set feet that you can use for snow or ice. So it is a great ladder. So that's the Hyperlight Sumo Stance. Next ladder I want to bring to your attention is the Velocity. This ladder is probably the most commonly purchased ladder, as it is truly a multi-purpose ladder. It's 300-pound rating. It's OSHA and ANSI CSA certified. This ladder is great because you can use it as a step ladder. You can bring it up close to your work in a 90-degree angle. You can adjust it for stairs. You can bring it into the extension-like position. So it's a great ladder. It's got rock locks. It's got a wider stance for side tip stability. It's got wider rungs for comfort. It's got your palm buttons that are easy to engage and disengage. It is great for your staircase. You can pull it apart and use it as scaffolding. You can get a plank or accessories to go with it. Again, 90-degree angle, pull it apart, extension, step ladder, great ladder. The next ladder I want to show you is our Mighty Light ladder. I'm just going to roll this cage off over here. All right, this is our Mighty Light ladder. It is truly light in weight, Hi-Viz green. It's got a comfort step. It's got this ground cue that you can hear and feel, so you know when you're on that bottom step, because all ladder accidents happen from missing that last step. It compacts up to a compact, slim storage. It has a great tool tray that you can fit your nuts, screws, bolts, put your phone on for your do-it-yourselfers. Great ladder. It comes in 5, 6, 7, and 8 foot. So that is the Mighty Light. The next ladder is my all-time favorite, the Jumbo Step ladder. The Jumbo Step ladder is built in a stair-like design, so it's easy to walk up and down. It is easy to maneuver. It's got a storage handle with the tool tray on top. Put your tools, nuts, bolts, Again, your phone for your do-it-yourselfers. Again, it's easy to maneuver and it comes slim in storage. It's a great ladder to have around. If you've got a truck bed, the 3-step will go directly into that truck bed. So it's a great ladder to have around. And that's the jumbo step. And I'll turn it back over to Cody to see if he has any questions.
Well, thank you so much, Christy. That was a wonderful demo and some great videos there as well. We did have a couple of questions come in. I think these all came in when we were talking about the King Kombo. So I think that was what they were pertaining to. But the first one was, is there a telescoping version of this on the horizon to allow working on interior corners higher than a 6-foot ladder provides access to?
So right now we do have this in a 6 and an 8-foot version. So the 8 to 14-foot ladder is a little larger than the 6-foot. So basically then it will, fold up in an extension position. And we are working on a quad pod design, and we'll have more to come on that one.
Perfect. Little top secret inside information there, right?
Yeah.
The next question was, what is the maximum height available? And I think you might have just answered that one, but I just wanted to make sure that we put that one out as well.
Yeah, so the 6 to 8 foot and then the 8 to 14 foot. We do also make a 4, a 5, a 6, 7, and 8 foot version. So it just depends, and then it gives you that 8 to 14 or the 6 to 8 foot, just depending on which ladder size you get.
Perfect. Another question, will you make non-green ones?
We actually do. We have a couple of them in black, but green is kind of the Hi-Viz color because it's the color most commonly picked up by the human eye. So that is why we use the Hi-Viz green, but we do have it in black as well.
Awesome. We have, does the weight limit change when used as an A-frame versus an extension?
No. So it is 375-pound rated, and we do test that at 4 times the rating. So it's well tested for over 1,200 pounds. It is same weight rating in an A-frame as an extension ladder position.
Perfect. That's good to know. 2 more questions. We've got when it is switched into extension ladder mode, can you climb higher than the 6-foot top step?
So just depending on what size of ladder you have, you can use that top. You want to just, you'll be able to go up to this position on your ladder. You obviously don't want to use the top rung on your extension ladder, and you want to have a little bit of space there.
Of course. What is the overall, the actual weight of the King Kombo ladder?
So the 6 to 8 foot is about 28 pounds. So then it goes on up just depending on what size you get.
Perfect.
So it's really, really light in weight. If I can carry it, you can carry it because I do not have muscles.
You've gotten your workout today, though, doing this demo. You've just been carrying ladders around the studio nonstop. We've got a couple more coming in. If you have time to answer them, is that okay?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. The adjustable safety cage ladder, what is the max adjustable height on that one?
So the max height is 14 feet. And then if you put it at average 5 to 8 foot person, 6 foot, you're going to be at working level about 20 feet, 20 to 21 feet. So max height is 14 feet.
Perfect. And does the tall black ladder on wheels for theaters and auditoriums fold up or close up, or does it remain in the open position for storage?
Yes, you can fold it all the way up, and it actually has wheels on both sides. So you can actually wheel it through doorways or tilt it this way to go the opposite way. So it has wheels on both ways. And yes, it folds up into a compact, slim space.
That's amazing for all those backstage needs that no one ever has enough room for anything back there, it seems like.
That's true.
While the last step queue is a great feature, it makes it difficult to be stealth backstage. Is there a way to get the ladders without that feature?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
It's the safety feature, the last step cue that you guys have built in. They're saying it's difficult to be stealthy backstage if you're trying to work in a really quiet work environment. Is there an option to get any of the ladders without that safety feature?
Yeah, some of our ladders do come without the ground cue. Some of them also come with the ground cue. It is a sound, but it is something you just have to get conditioned to. It is one of the safety features. The main purpose for it is to not miss that last step. So we've got the hear and the feel so that you don't miss that. But yeah, we do have some with it and we do have some without it.
Okay, perfect. And our final question, does the safety cage ladder require 2 people to set up, or is that single person use?
So it can be set up with 1 person, but we do recommend it does be set up with 2 people just because it does weigh a little bit, and bringing it down takes a little bit more effort. But I mean, 1 person can set up the ladder and it's easy to maneuver around when it's up. 1 person definitely can do all of that, but I would just say set up, probably recommend 2 people.
Perfect. Awesome. Let me just double check our Facebook page. No questions there. I think that is all of the questions that we had come in. Those are some great ones. Christy, thank you so much again to you and the team there for putting this presentation together for us. We really appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Christy, if people do have other questions, what's the best way to contact you or reach out? How can people get in touch with you?
So they can email me at Christy, Kristy, @ladders.com, or contact me by phone at 888-320-2488.
Awesome. Well, Christy, we're just going to close out the session here today. Again, thank you so much for you and everyone there for your help and assistance putting this together today. We really appreciate it. For all of our attendees on the line, we hope that you enjoyed the session today, and we look forward to welcome you back to all of our online education and training sessions. Again, make sure to check out USITT.org for the latest schedule and rundown on all of those. We have a great session this afternoon at 4 o'clock as well coming up with Christine. We'd also like to thank our friends at the American Society of Theater Consultants. They have made a generous contribution for supporting these online webinars and sessions. So we really thank our friends at ASTC for that. And just also a quick reminder, at the completion of this webinar, you will be directed to complete a short survey. This survey just allows us to make sure that we are programming content that you are finding beneficial and useful. So make sure to complete that survey if you have a moment. And once again, thank you for joining us today for this New at Noon segment. Again, we're here every Monday through Thursday at 12 noon Eastern time, both on Facebook Live and here on Zoom. On behalf of all of us at USITC, we wish you all the best. Have a great day and stay well. Thank you so much for joining us.